here we go. Getting ready to walk in for my first day of radiation. So this is day 0, and I'm really grateful for Dr. T, who's gonna help me be cancer-free. So it's all good, we've got this. All right, let the journey begin. Just finished treatment number 1. Notice they left the little marks on my nose, but I gotta get those off, so I may need to figure out what cleaner I can use that won't hurt. And my nose is red mostly because I took all the makeup off, and of course now I'm wiping it down. Very doable, in and out literally in under 15 minutes, and the actual treatment, they call it a dose, so it was literally a minute. So some days it might be a little more than a minute. It is really strange when they put those lead things up your nose and over your mouth and strap you in, but probably on the table literally, like, for sure under 10 minutes. So I think I can do this. So we'll see if it can just be like a sunburn score. That'd be great. So day number 1 done. Day number 1 done. Okay, bye. So day 2, here we go. Today's music was Matchbox. Yesterday's was Beat It by Michael Jackson. I have to laugh at the music in there, and the ladies in there are so sweet, and it went really fast. So 2 days down, here we go. Okay, it's day 3, woohoo, 3 days down, and after a weekend of not having it, I was a little nervous coming back in, but the nice part was that my face had recovered a little bit, so I'm really surprised that 3 treatments in that my nose really isn't that red. I've had a little bit of tingling, a little uncomfortable here and there, but for the most part doing fine. I'm starting to get used to the strapping down and things shoved up your nose. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's getting more familiar, so it's fast, and I'm done for today. Woohoo! Another day down. Okay. Day 4 done. All right, 4 less days I have to do it. We're getting there. All right, day 5 done. Woo! Today was better because I did ask them if they could put the nose things in a little slower, and that made it much nicer. So 5 days done. On my way. Gonna finish this thing. All right, day 6, and doing good. They put a little mark on my nose, so you always have to make sure and check your face afterwards, because you can walk around with that little dark spot on your nose all day. So super funny. Today's music was, as I'm in there all strapped down and they're starting the radiation, it's "I'm fired up, baby." So funny. I'm fired up. So music selection is comedy. So just a couple things. It's interesting how my nose will get redder at one point in the day and then get lighter again. So there does seem to be recovery every day, which is terrific. And I am noticing that the fatigue does hit in. Seems like maybe a couple hours after it's done, and it's a little like I gotta lay down for just a little bit. But then, so when I get the morning treatments, like midday, I'm pretty tired. But then come end of day, I feel pretty good. So that's happening. And then the other interesting thing is I often will feel a little nauseous when I'm getting in the car afterwards, and that's not related to the radiation. I talked to the technician, and she said she hears that often, and a lot of the times that's because of the adrenaline that you experience. Takes a little bit of mental gymnastics to lay down and get strapped in, and so then the release of that adrenaline afterwards, which is really interesting. So I'm doing really good. Here we go, day 6, and that's it. All right, day 7 is done. Not too bad. A little red, but we're all right. So day 7 done. Okay, day 8. Much better today with the mouthpiece, which is good. I think Mondays are always going to be the hardest because I had that nice break over the weekend. And you can see it is starting to get a little red. So 8 days in, starting to show. But we're 8 days down. So here we go. Okay, day 9 done. And I have to say, every time I go into the waiting room, I just have to go, you know what? This is all temporary. There's people in this room that are hoping that what they have is temporary. So a little bit of a red nose, we can get through it. So thought I'd wear the red hat to go with the red nose. And that's it. We're done for today. 9 is done. All right, day 10 done. Met with Dr. T today, and he says things are looking good, although the nurses are warning me it's going to get a lot redder. So grateful to have another day done. All right. So day 11 done. Today in the waiting room, listening to other people going through chemo and radiation and how they encourage each other. And one sweet lady was starting today, and they were telling her on chemo, ask for the view, ask for a bed. It's really amazing how the courage in that room of people standing in the gap with each other. So I'm grateful for those of you who are looking at these videos and standing in the gap with me. It really helps. It helps to have a daily connect. So thank you for walking this with me. And some days are easier than others, but we got another one down. So 33 total sessions, treatments, and we're at 11, so we're 30% done, right? So I think that's right. My math is not so good. Anyways, I think I'm a third of the way done. All right, day 11 done. All right, day 12 is done, and you can see it's getting red. Little itchy, but not too bad. And talking to the techs today, they were saying actually I was looking pretty good. One guy, his nose went completely black. So we're going to hope for no black nose. We're going to stick with red. Sounds great now. Now all of a sudden red sounds pretty good. Okay, gotta laugh. All right, thanks for walking it with me. 12 days down. All right, so day 13 down. It's starting to get a little red, a little itchy. Really funny today. The guy that has the best sense of humor, he comes out, all right, I'm radiated and caffeinated, ready to go. So I am also radiated and caffeinated. So day 13 down. Here we go. All right, so day 14 done, and you can see it's getting a little red. Here we go. The tech even called me Rudolph today. I might get myself some antlers to wear on the last day. And music selection today was Michael Jackson's The Way You Make Me Feel. You knock me off of my feet. The lonely days are gone. So thanks for walking this with me. That song made me laugh today. So day 14 done. We're doing its job, getting red. Okay, bye. All right, day 15 is done. It's getting redder, but we're all right. Yesterday I had some fatigue. That was pretty surprising, but I also ran yesterday morning, so maybe today won't be so tired. So hoping so. I think I'm a day and a half away from halfway, so we're almost there. Day 15 done. Day 16 is done, and we're on our way. So guess what? This is the halfway point because I'm going to do 2 treatments on the last day. And they have to be 6 hours in between, which has been an interesting correlation with when I seem to feel better at the end of the day. So between 11 and 2, so I lay down. And that's maybe one of the blessings on this process is learning how to listen to my body and maybe put a little more margin in my life. That's kind of a new thought for me, I suppose. And so we're halfway through, and I'm figuring out the right pace. The nose is red, but it's all right. We can do it. So day 16 is done. Day 17 is done. Woohoo! And it's Friday. That means it's the weekend and I get a 2-day break. Really happy about that. Figuring out how to build into my schedule the downtime to manage the fatigue, so that's good. So day 17 is done. Woohoo! Okay, day 18 is done. It's good news. So met with the Dr. T today and learned a couple things. One is it won't get redder than this, so that's encouraging. It's pretty red. It will get more dry, which I imagine will make it more irritating. But I'm kind of encouraged that at least it won't be more red. Also, I thought I did the right thing by putting a Band-Aid over my nose when I went to the beach, and I guess that doesn't necessarily keep the sun UV rays from hitting it. So it's interesting. So now I'm going to have to get a nose cover. So who would have thought? I would have thought that Band-Aids would have blocked out the UV rays, but it doesn't. So lesson learned. I did have a big hat on too. So hopefully maybe it'll even be a little less red if some of this is from the sun. So we're on our way. I think I got 3 weeks left. Okay. Day 19 is done, and energy's pretty good today. It's red, it's itchy, so I'm really glad another day is done. So we're on our way. We have less than 3 weeks now. Thanks for walking this with me. I really appreciate your encouragement and your prayers. It's been really helpful, so thank you for walking it with me so I'm not by myself. All right. So day 20 is done, and I'm really happy to be at 2.5 weeks. You can do anything for 2.5 weeks, right? So just pushing through. I am a little weary today, a little tired. It's weird not to be able to be my normal productive self, and that's a little discouraging, but 2.5 weeks, then the radiation's done. Then my energy should be good. So we're on our way. 20 day done. Day 21 done, and grateful for that. Have to say, taking the pictures is becoming less fun. But one encouraging thing was I have a girlfriend who went and got checked because of, watching me walk this process, and they actually removed a mole that tested for melanoma. So early stages, and I think they're gonna get more information, but it sounds like it's gonna be fine. But I guess awareness is everything, right? They always are saying that, but we always think, really, us? Do we need to go? So I have another girlfriend who is going also this week to get a baseline check. So I guess that's really good news, right? All this living out loud stuff pays off. So, but I will be glad when this is over, but we're trooping through. So day 21, all done. Day 22 is done, and I'm really grateful it's Friday. That means a two-day break, which is good. I really need it. I am finding myself to be a little weary, a little weepy, short on patience. A little rough for my kids and husband last night and this morning. So God met me today while I was on the table with treatment. The song by Bob Marley came on. No woman, no cry. Everything's going to be all right. So I am going to claim that. Everything's going to be all right, because it is, because God is good all the time. I'm just a little worn down. So I'm going to play that song a bunch today. Everything's going to be all right. And put that perspective on. So here we go. Day 22 is done. I only have 2 weeks left. Two. Today's 22. All done. Day 23 is done. That means I have 10 left, which is great. Today my friend Susie went with me, and that was so helpful. And we actually took a video of the whole procedure, so I will send that. And realizing that doing these videos and the photos help me feel like I'm not alone in this, and that's been really good. Mondays are the hardest, and so it was really nice to have Susie come. I call this my armor dress. This is my dress I feel comfortable in, and walking in going, I can do this. So super grateful to be on the home stretch. Nose is getting a little bit redder, I think. It's so interesting how during the day it can go kind of light, not so red, and then later more red. And so I try to take these pictures and videos at the same time after the procedure every time, so that we get, just kind of more of an accurate look at cumulative. So anyways, Monday is done. 23 done. 10 treatments left. No, 11 treatments left, sorry, but 10 days. So I'll do 2 on the last day. Thanks for walking this with me. All right, day 24 is done. Woohoo! We are down to 8 days and 9 treatments. So home stretch. Met today with the doctor and the nurse, and learned that, first of all, the redness that I have is typical, so that's good to know, and that the radiation accumulative effect of being tired is to be expected, and it will actually last for 10 days probably after radiation is done, so that's interesting, because I sure slept a lot on Saturday. Also, the encouraging thing to know is that the redness will be significantly less 2 weeks after treatment is done, so that's encouraging. It'll still take 6 weeks for it to be done being red, and I can't use any like makeup or anything on my nose until all the redness is gone. So we're still going to be a little bit, can't quite cover it up, but that's okay. We'll get through it. And then also I won't have to wear that nose cover once the redness is gone. So just for you, here you go. This is my beautiful nose cover. Do you like it? Okay, day 24 is done. Woohoo! All right, day 25 done. Woo! Okay, got 8 left. And I forgot to tell you, at the doctor yesterday said he could see that the tumor was flattening. So that's great. I don't know how they can see that stuff, but they've got a trained eye. So I will, on the next doctor's appointment, ask them, how do we know it's all gone? But it sounds like the radiation is working. So day 25 is done. All done. All right, day 26 is done. I only have 7 left. I only have 1 day left this week, which is great. And we're almost done. All right, here we go. Day 27 is done. Really happy about that. That means I have 6 left and 5 days, and I get a 2-day break, which will be good. I will say I am exhausted. Really tired. It's surprising how tired you get. So I know it's cumulative, not just Monday through Friday, but that I've got 27 days. So trying to give myself room to not have to get it all done, which is not easy, especially with feeling bad about not returning emails, but I'll get back on track. So trying to be a little patient with myself. Thanks for walking this with me. I really appreciate all the encouragement you guys send me. It helps. So, yay for the weekend. Day 27 done. Number 28 day is done. So guess what? 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be done on Friday. Really grateful. I saw Dr. T today, and he said it's looking really good. I don't know if you can tell that there's like a flat spot now, but that's a good sign. That means that the cancer is getting kicked out. So we're almost done. Thanks for walking this with me. Day 28. Oops. 28. Done. All right. Day 29 is done. And I just have 4 left. Wednesday, Thursday, and 2 on Friday. Can't do that thing. The fatigue is crazy at this point. I'm kind of surprised, and I am finding that I wake in the night with some discomfort. So we're going to start taking ibuprofen regularly. My nose too is a bit swollen. I don't know if you can see that. So I think there's definitely some inflammation. But the flatness I was talking about is on the end of my nose. And you can kind of see that the tumor has definitely flattened. So that's great news. So 4 more to go, and then I am done, and I can't wait. So thanks for walking this with me. Number 29, all done. Okay, day 30 is done. You will laugh because when I first did the photos and video, I put it at 33. I think I'm wishing this was done. My nose is getting a little swollen. Sleep is hard to get. I'm pretty tired. So I'm really glad. I only have 3 left. Thursday and 2 on Friday. 3 left to hit 33, and 3 more nights. That might be hard. Really grateful. This week I've had friends every day go with me or help get me in the car. It's getting hard to do it on my own, and that was kind of funny. Yesterday's laying in there all by myself, and then there was no music, and all of a sudden there was music, and it was Michael Jackson's "You Are Not Alone." So I know God is watching over me in this process, and I really appreciate your support. And I'm almost done, and I'm so ready for that. So thanks for walking this with me. Day 30 done. All right, day 31 is done, and that means I have 1 day left, 2 sessions, and today's music was a reggae song. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's going to be all right. I just laugh at what music plays when I'm on that table. Had a friend again take me today, which just really makes a difference. You would think at this point I got it down and ooh, I can do it. It's just a couple days left, but honestly, it's like I guess I get a little greedy because I'm like, today was one of the first times where I was like, oh gosh, I'm strapped down and I want out. It was a little bit of a panic. So I think it's interesting when you're in the home stretch, sometimes it's actually a little harder. So grateful to have good friends to help me. And so 1 day left, 2 treatments, 1 day. All right, number 32 done. I only have one left. And I had my friend take me today, which was just so great. And it was actually really pretty fast. And there wasn't any music. And then I had mentioned that to the techs, and she's like, oh yeah, I got to turn the music on. And it was Eagles, Get Over It. Get over it. So I'm over it. I'm ready to be over it. So 1 left this afternoon. So hopefully I'll get a little bit of a time to rest, and then we're done. So one more, number 32, all done. I am so happy I don't have to be on that table anymore. Nothing shoved up my nose. We're all done. So my nose is going to get redder for the next 10 days, and I'll still be tired, and then it'll start getting lighter and lighter and lighter. So in the meantime, to sign off, so I can put this thing on. Here we are, and here's my partner. Woohoo! We're all done.
I'm red too.
33.
33, we're done.
We're done.
My nose is gonna get redder too.
Are 28 days out from my last radiation treatment, 4 weeks. So 4 weeks ago today, I had my last 2 treatments. And look at that. It looks pretty good. Not red. I am just amazed how well it has healed. It seems a little swollen to me, but that's probably just to my eye. And it can still seem a little pink sometimes, so I'm not doing any sunscreen, still using the cover for my nose. The inside is almost done. It gets a little cruddy, but not too bad. No more pain. I don't think anybody's probably even noticing. And the waxy / white, I suppose that's still coming, but honestly, the texture's not bad either. So met a lady last Monday who had actually had the surgery, and so I'm gonna say for me, I made the right decision to have radiation. Just couldn't be more pleased with the end result. So happy to be on the other side. I'll keep taking pictures up until 6.5 weeks, like once a week, just to show that 6.5 weeks, because when I got the radiation, it wasn't every single day because the weekends were off. But I thought 28 days was kind of a good spot to do a video and a picture. So Yay! All done. Today is my last appointment with this whole radiation process, and I am cancer free. So I am so grateful. And look at that, I have my nose and it looks great. Couldn't be happier with the end result, and I just am so grateful for Dr. T and the staff who were remarkable to get me through this. And to my friends and family, thank you so much for walking this process with me. Happy to say there will be no more videos, no more pictures, and I am all done. So we're 5 weeks out from my last treatment, and the fatigue probably ended a week and a half ago, so that went a little longer than I expected, but doable. If you happen to be watching this because you're considering, is this the right treatment for you and your nose? For me, I know it was definitely the right decision, and it was a doable process. Some discomfort, definitely some humble moments, but the end result is I get to keep the nose I'm rather fond of. So if you're deciding you want to do this, you can do it. It can be done. So I'm so happy to say this is the last video. Thank you for loving me through this process. To my friends and family, and we are all done. All done.